Hello friends, how are you? It's me, Dr. Kaushiki here again. And for those who don't know, I'm a qualified obstetrician, gynecologist and IVF specialist, and currently I'm making this video from Australia. Though I have my bases in India as well, I still practice from India, but currently I'm locuming in Australia. So today what we are going to talk is that what is most essential if you wish to remain relevant in your profession long term, if you want financial freedom, or not just financial freedom, you want freedom and you want time for your life, for your family, for your other interests, then this is the video about that how I managed to find that freedom for myself. And if you are interested in knowing it, then you can watch this video further. I keep on watching a lot of video on YouTube and they are usually educational videos. I watch videos of Ali Abdul. I watch videos of Ankur Wariku. I watch videos of Akshay Srivastav, and there are so many others who make videos on productivity and finance, etc., who talk about freedom and who talk about time freedom and all that. So I also did my bit to find that freedom for myself. So how was that? In my previous video, I have already talked about my life as the busiest gynecologist in the town of Gurgaon, which is quite a glamorous town by Indian standards, with lots of doctors and patients and elite and posh people living there, with all the cyber hubs being there. So I was a gynecologist there. From 2007 to 2014, I enjoyed the peak of my career. And in 2014, I decided to leave the place for something different. And I have also explained why I left the place, because I was not enjoying it any further. It was unhealthy the way I was working, and I had no freedom. That is the most important thing, that I had no freedom of time. I have no control over my life. My patients and the corporate hospital, they control my life. So I came to Australia. I had a job there because I had a British degree, and then not just British degree. After British degree, I had given an interview for my assessment in Australia in Melbourne. I was assessed to be substantially comparable to an Australian consultant by the college, Royal College of Australia and New Zealand. And I had the option of working as a consultant in Australia. So see here, I belong to a very extremely middle class family. You can say lower middle class or middle class of family. That is what I belong to. And my father did not have huge amount of money to support us. So it was not as if he could have sent me to overseas to study. It wasn't so. I have already done previous videos on how I went to UK and how I came to Australia and all that. I've already done that, and if you intend to watch, you can just watch in the channel. I can give you the link down below. So it was not as if things were given to me on a platter, neither my British degree not my Australian degree, but I had to consciously work on that. So today, why I'm mentioning this, because I came to, at the time, I left my very comfortable position in India at the top of my career, and I decided to come to Australia and explore what was here. Had I not left that place, and if I was sitting in the comfort of my career, I would have never explored what was waiting for me, right? And never my circumstances were like 100% congenial. My son was still in school, and he was not willing to move to Australia. So I said, okay, fine, you stay there, you continue with your schooling, let me go and let me explore. And while my mom was taking care of him, and I did that sacrifice. Likewise, when I went to England, he was very, very young, like 3.5, 4 years old. And I took him and I had to do night duties, and what I did was there was a provision of taking domestic help from India to UK on a proper visa. So I took a nanny for him, paid for that. While I was working and studying, he was being taken care of by that nanny. So it's not as if that things came to me on a platter. Now what has happened is that as I came to Australia, I realized that there are so many avenues. It's a country of opportunity, and while in Australia, realizing that it is a country of plenty and opportunities, I also upgraded my skill to become a reproductive medicine specialist. That means IVF specialist. So all that upgraded me professionally, and I could have better avenues, more avenues, where I had more freedom of choice. If you work hard, you work sincerely. I mean, hard is not the right word. It is like if you work sincerely, then your quality of life is much more better. The remunerations are a lot more generous than what it is in India. So today when I talk to any of my colleagues, when they talk about how the corporate houses are arm twisting them or blackmailing them, or how the whatever the grievances that doctors have, and they share with me, and I say, why do you take that nonsense from anybody? They say that, well, Dr. Kaushiki, you have Australian locum to support you, which we don't have. Well, my friends, that is what I'm trying to tell by this video, is that I was not born with an Australian locum. I wasn't born with an Australian degree. I was not born with a British degree. I had my schooling in a very small town of Bihar, Patna. I mean, it's the capital of Bihar, but it is not a big town. It was not a very flashy town. But I worked hard from there, and I upgraded my skill. That is the most important thing, that I was working for it and I was upgrading my skill to reach where I am today. So my friends, realize that if you wish to have that freedom which you are craving for, which everyone feels the need for, that freedom of time, space, decision. So for that, you have to work hard. It cannot just happen overnight. It's not as if others who have this freedom, we're born with this. They have worked hard on it. It is just that their hard work is not visible to everyone. So likewise, you can't see that how hard I have worked in the background, from my journey from Patna to reach to London, to reach to Melbourne, and wherever I am, right? So again, this video is not to brag what I have done. It is just to let you be aware that if you wish to be valued, and if you wish your freedom to be there with you, you to control your life, then you need to upgrade your skills. That is what stays with you. And that is any of these what productivity gurus will tell you. I hope that this video of mine and my life experience gave you some insight on how to try to gain control over your life. You have to find out what will work best for you. For me, I realized that this will work best for me. You can decide what you want to do, how you want to upgrade your skill. Just keep learning. Life is about learning. And take good care of your health. Till we meet next time, have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.